Welcome to the very last episode of Techsavvy. Would you believe that 64 episodes ago that we would still be doing this? I didn't, and certainly I didn't anticipate that it was going to be as long as it is. But I always said that when lockdown ends, that this would not continue. So all good things come to an end, and certainly this last Techsavvy will be the last one I will do. What will happen next? Well, I'm certainly thinking about that. I'm not sure exactly what to do, but I will let people know on Facebook what that might be. It might be a course, it might be something completely different, it might be a webinar. I'll give it some thought and get back to you all on that. But as you know, we have kept a record of everything, and you can access it from this website down below here. Instantly recognizable, isn't it? I'll try and see if I can shorten it to something. You won't be able to remember all of that, that's for sure. So I'll try and see if I can put a shortened one on it. But it is on YouTube on my playlists, and you'll be able to go back to that. So our topic today is create a PDF, or creating a PDF. What is a PDF? Well, PDF stands for Portable Document Format. And as the name suggests, it's going to be transferable. And the value of this is for people who actually have no Word or Microsoft. They may use Google, they may use other things, but they don't have a means from which they can see some documents because there's no word processor downloaded. A PDF works on having a browser that reads PDF, or being able to download a program called Adobe Reader PDF. So there is a great number of things that can happen there that you can have to create your document and enable it to be portable and sent across to different machines through their browsers. So let's take a look at some of the common formats. I'll just put it up here that you can work on this. And things have changed over the years. At one time, you had to use Adobe to create PDFs. Now this is possible in Google and Microsoft as well. So I will demonstrate both, starting with Google. So let's share my screen. And I'll put it on the main screen here. And I'm just moving across to Google Docs here. And I've just copied in a large amount of text. What PDFs are very useful for is being able to convert large amounts of information, including books, into a document that you can then access online. So it's a really useful tool for larger amounts of material. Here I have just a document with a few pages. All right. And if I wanted to, this is done in Google Docs. If I wanted to convert that in a portable document format, PDF, this is what I would do. I would go to File. I would go down to Download, and you will see the option PDF there. So all I need to do is click it, and that will instantly convert it into a format that we can then use. So I've now downloaded it. You see it coming down into the bottom of the browser. So if you watch what happens now, when I click on it, up it comes, and it's now in a portable document format. No sweat, no tears, and it's 5 pages long. I didn't create this. This was created by a colleague of mine, but I've converted it into a PDF format. Now, if I wanted to, certainly not perhaps in Google Chrome, but in other types, and I'll show you that, you can do some other stuff with this document. So that's on Google Chrome. I'm going to stop sharing for a second while I change over to a different screen, and we're going to look at it on Word. Okay, so I'm going to look at the document on Word. Let me just come back to you guys here. Here we go. And I'm going to share my screen again. And I'll share my second screen this time. so you can see the same document in Word. There we are. So this is Word document, and if I wanted to, I could convert that into a PDF. And easily to do that, I just click on File. Now this applies to anything that you've got in Word format, and if I click on Save As, it will show me different parts of my computer. So I'm going to put this in Downloads today, and notice under Download I have the option of changing the file format. So again, simply I save it in the format I want it to be in. So the option down the screen is PDF, and so I will click on the PDF, and that will then take that document, and if I give it a name, how to create accessible text, it will now, how to create accessible text document, it will now save that into the download section. So there we go, that saves it there. And just to prove that it is actually in the download section, I will click back up here and go to downloads. So we're in downloads. There it is, right at the top of the list. And if I click on that, it will open up in Microsoft Edge, which will help me to show you some of the key things that you can do in Microsoft Edge with this. So for instance, I might wish to make some notes on this document. I want to draw people's attentions to certain steps. So for instance, I might want to highlight some of the areas. So I can actually, using the highlight tool in Microsoft Edge, choose to highlight that. Then the next step, make sure I apply all of it, put it over there. The next step, and the next step. So I can draw attention to particular words. I can also draw as well on here. So I might want to highlight this word, text-based. Okay, so I can draw over the document, or maybe something inside the document. Now I can actually save that annotated document, and if you think about it, it could be very useful for when you want to sign a document. So I'll just bring this right down till I can find some white space. Here we go. So I'll sign my name like a 3-year-old. Okay, of course, I don't know why it always does that, but you always seem to go downwards when you do this. There we are. So you could put a signature at the bottom of a document. So now I could save that, and I will put it in on the desktop, and I will put annotated so that we can see the difference. Okay, so now my annotated document is working. So let me go and leave that, take that down, and I've got it on my other screen over here, but it will be possible to actually have those documents visible to me. So just give me 1 second while I work out. I think I'll stop the screen share, and this time I will share this screen. Sorry, all this flipping of screens must be very confusing to you. You can see I've got documents down here. So let's have a look and see if I've saved it in a relevant place or not. Let's have a look. There we are. That's the annotated document, and I'll bring it into play. Here we go. Yes, there's all my changes. My drawings, my annotations, it's all saved as a fresh document. And of course, if I need to sign a document, I could sign over the top of it with that and save that. So that's some of the useful features that you can do with creating PDFs. So I'll come back to sharing, looking at my screen here with me. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to explain again my YouTube channel and just display it to you so that you know where to go. So let's share my screen. And this is my YouTube channel, Techsavvy. I'll put today's episode up there, and I will shorten the shortcut for you so that you can have a reasonable way of getting to it. So thank you for watching today. And it's been an absolute joy and pleasure to do these every week and to be there for people. Do drop me a line. You can contact me through my website, http://aas123.com, and you're very welcome to ask your queries, use me like a knowledgeable friend, and hopefully in the future I will tell you of other things that we're doing as accessibility solutions. Our aim is to help and change the world one person at a time using assistive technology. So that's what I do. So thank you. Thank you for being faithful in following us, and God bless you. Hope to see you in the future. Bye. Bye.